Hey, 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 this is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, where I am known as your procrastination strategist, behavior change expert. I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and you got it. Get your dreams out of your head into your life. Today is Thought for Thursday with Coach O. I wanted to drop in just for a few minutes to check in on you to see how are you doing? How are you doing today? And have you given yourself any credit for the way you are putting it down, the way you're getting it in, the things that you're doing, accomplishing? You know, a lot of times we don't take the time to really think about the things that we're accomplishing. So I want you to just really think about what have you been working on? What have you been achieving? What goals have you been accomplishing? What targets have you been hitting? And just really think about, pat yourself on the back. Don't wait for somebody else to acknowledge that you're grinding, that you're getting things done, that you're taking care of business. You know, sometimes you have to just look back and say, you know, guy, girl, man, woman, you know, I'm doing the thing. And it is important because I think production and progress, it gives you energy. It gives you energy. When you see that you are making progress, it gives you energy, and it just gives you a desire to want to do so much more. And so I want you to just think about, you know, the things that you have been working on, not for anybody else, but the things that you have been working on and the things that you have been achieving for you, and pat yourself on the back and remember that you should be giving yourself that time, because a lot of times if we're waiting on somebody else to acknowledge some of the things that we're doing or the thing that we're doing, you may never get it. But you know what you do. You know the things that you're working on. You know the things that you're accomplishing. You know where you are putting in your time. You know that if it's rough and you're able to handle business, I want you to pat yourself on the back. You may be that single mom that's having to provide for your kids. You may be that single dad that's providing for your kids. I want you to pat yourself on the back. You may be the divorced wife, or you may be the divorced husband. I want you to pat yourself on the back. You may be the entrepreneur trying to wear 10 hats in your business, but you're making stuff happen. You're holding every position. You're making the calls. You're trying to get the sales. You're going to the post office to send off the packages. You're doing all different sorts of types of things. You're trying to keep the lights on, the water, the gas, trying to keep a roof over your head and the phone bill and all these other different sorts of types of things. I want you to give yourself a pat on the back. You may be the business owner that's trying to keep your doors open. You may be the person that have an idea for a business and you're trying to get your feet off the ground. I want you to give yourself a pat on the back, because I want you to realize that everything that you do, it requires effort, and you don't always get the support that you need. You don't always get the support that you give. You don't always get the support that you're seeking. But I want you to know that when you are your number one cheerleader, and when you begin to do the right things, and you will attract people to help you. I promise you, you will. You will attract people that it's just like, you know, when your thoughts are right, it's just like everything line up. And so I want you to begin to change the way you think and start, you know, writing down what it is that you desire. Write down the things that you need, and they will begin to come. You know, God has a way He has a way of always working things out. Good evening, Anterica. Good evening, Belinda. Thank you so much for joining. He always have a way of making things happen. And that's why he say that, that's why we say that he may not come when we want him, but he is always on time. So I am encouraging you today. This is Thought for Thursday, and I'm encouraging you for all the things that you are doing. I will encourage you for all the things that you are doing. And I would just, for you personally, I would encourage you. I want to encourage you for all the things. Let me get this off of my screen. I would encourage you for all the things that you are doing. I mean, and it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter how big or how small. It doesn't matter, if other people acknowledge it. I want you to acknowledge the things that you're doing. I want you to acknowledge how strong you have been. I want you to acknowledge, how you have showed up. If it's for nobody but yourself, how you didn't give up on yourself, how you did not give up on yourself, and you kept grinding, and you kept going, and you kept pressing, and you kept doing. I want to encourage you today to pat yourself on the back for the things that you have done. Not just for other people, but for the things that you have done for yourself. The progress that you have made, right? So, I want you to really think about how you've been grinding. I want you to think about how you've been showing up. I want you to think about whether it's little or much. I want you to think about whether it was one thing, 10 things, whether it's been a long time or if it was just today. Think about the things that you've did. Think about the things that you've overcame. Think about the things that you desire to do. And just watch how things begin to change, because it all gets down to, being grateful. Grateful for what you have. Grateful for what you don't have. Grateful for what you did. Grateful for what you get to do. And when you start being grateful, it just seems like there's an overflow, and there is so much more where that came from. There's a blessing in all that we do. And when we are grateful for what we have, it just seems like God seems to give us more. It says that he gives seed to the sower. He gives seed to the sower. So he give you more when you put your seeds in the ground. So this is Thought for Thursday with your girl, Coach O. I just wanted to come on just to encourage that single mom, that single dad. I want to encourage that person that's not in a relationship, that don't have kids, that feel like they're left all alone. But know that you have people praying for you, rooting for you. Don't have to really know your situation personally. Don't have to even know you by name. But know that you have someone that is calling your situation out. Somebody is praying for you, and we know that prayer still works. Look, if you're new to me, this is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated. I am known as your procrastination strategist, behavior change expert, where I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and to get your dreams out of your head into your life. This right here was for nothing but pure, thankful, thoughtful Thursday. Think about you. Think about the things that you've done. Think about the things that you want to do, and watch how your situation, how your state, how your emotions begin to change. So you keep grinding, you keep pressing, and you keep going. Don't quit. I'll talk to you later. Bye.